Hi everyone, it's Miss Mitchell here. I'm here in my living room today. I'm hanging out with some of the cats. In case you don't know, I have 5 cats. There's one of them that is Prudence over there on the couch. That is Fat Cat. Uh, I don't see Oliver and Pokey right now or Cupid, but they're around. They're hanging out. Today we are continuing on with our Encyclopedia Brown cases, and today we have the case of the Civil War sword. Okay, so if you remember how this works, Encyclopedia Brown is going to lay out the case for us. He's going to explain all of the details along with some clues and hints. He's going to solve the case, and we have to figure out how he was able to figure it out, how he was able to put the pieces together. All right, I hope you're ready. The boy with red hair stopped in the doorway of the Brown Detective Agency. "Are you any good at swords?" he asked. Encyclopedia did not lift his eyes from his book, How to Build a Nuclear Reactor. "What kind of game is swords?" he asked. "It isn't a game," said the red-haired boy. "My name is Peter Clinton, and I want to hire you." Peter put 2 dimes and a nickel on the gasoline beside Encyclopedia. So if you remember, the boy from yesterday gave a quarter. This boy put down 2 dimes and a nickel. Dimes are worth 10 cents. So 10 cents each, that's 20 cents. And a nickel worth 5 cents, 25 cents. He covered his cost. The coins clinked. Encyclopedia stopped reading. He looked up, very businesslike. "How can I help you?" he asked. "I have a chance to trade my bicycle for a sword," said Peter. "I want to make sure the sword is real." "You don't think the sword is really a sword?" said Encyclopedia. "What do you think it is?" "That isn't what I mean," Peter said. "It's a sword from the Civil War." "There are thousands of swords left over from the Civil War," said Encyclopedia. "I know," said Peter, "but how many belong to General Jackson?" "Stonewall Jackson?" gasped Encyclopedia. "The great Southern general?" "The sword is supposed to have belonged to Stonewall Jackson," said Peter. "Bugs Meany says so. And we know Bugs Meany from our previous chapter. Not the greatest kid around." "Bugs," Encyclopedia straightened up at the name. "You want me to make sure the sword really did belong to Stonewall Jackson?" "Yes," said Peter. "Then you'll take the case?" "I'll take it," said Encyclopedia. "If Bugs is behind the trade, you'll need help." Peter led the private detective to the Tiger's clubhouse, an unused tool shed that was behind Mr. Sweeney's auto body shop. And there's a picture. The tigers were busy racing garter snakes. Bugs made a face when he saw Encyclopedia. "So, Mr. Brains is now a Civil War know-it-all," said the Tigers' leader. "Well, well, maybe you can tell me what Stonewall Jackson did at the Battle of Bull Run." "Which battle at Bull Run?" said Encyclopedia. "There were 2, one in 1861 and the other in 1862. "Good for you," said Bugs, grinning. "Now don't say this sword isn't the real thing." Encyclopedia walked to the table on which the sword lay. Bugs said, "The sword was given to Stonewall Jackson a month after the first battle of Bull Run." "If that's true," Peter whispered to Encyclopedia, "the sword is worth 10 bikes like mine." 20, corrected Encyclopedia. Read what it says on the blade," said Bugs. Encyclopedia read, "To Thomas J. Jackson for standing like a stone wall at the first battle of Bull Run on July 21st, 1861. This sword is presented to him by his men on August 21st, 1861. The sword certainly has seen a lot of use," said Encyclopedia. "Did you expect it to look new and shiny?" sneered Bugs. "It's more than 100 years old." "It doesn't look like it was worth $5, Encyclopedia said. "Never mind how it looks," said Peter. "Do you think it belonged to General Jackson?" Before Encyclopedia could answer, Bugs spoke up. "I sure hate to part with this sword," he said, "but Peter wants it so much I just had to say I'd trade it for his bike." "Trade? You won't trade with Peter," said Encyclopedia. "This sword never belonged to General Stonewall Jackson." How did Encyclopedia know that? So we're going to turn for the solution. How did Encyclopedia know that the sword never belonged to General Stonewall Jackson? I'll give you 30 seconds to think about it. Do 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 do. Do 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 bum bum. Did you figure it out? Did you share it with a partner? Your parent, a friend, a sibling, whoever's around, a cat? Prudence, did you figure it out? I don't think she was listening. Oh well. So did you figure it out? Did you figure it out? Huh? Did ya? Let's see if you guessed correctly. Solution to the case of the Civil War sword. As soon as he had read the words on the blade, Encyclopedia knew the sword was a fake. The two clues were the words Bull Run and First. Jackson's men, being Southerners, would have called the battle by the South's name for it, the Battle of Manassas. Bull Run was the name given to the battle by the North. Also, the sword was supposed to have been given to Stonewall Jackson in August 1861. No one could have known then that there would be another battle on the same spot the next year in 1862. Only after both battles had been fought would anyone have used the word first to describe the battle fought in 1861. So it was those two clues. He said that it was given to him during the first battle of Bull Run. So first, they wouldn't have known it was first because there wasn't a second yet. And it wasn't called Bull Run in the South. That was the name the North gave to that battle. Interesting stuff. I'm learning stuff too. I didn't know that, so I wasn't able to reach the conclusion. But maybe if you knew a lot about the Civil War, you were able to figure it out. All right. So tomorrow we will be back, and we will be back with our next case. And our next case is going to be the case of Mirko's grandson. There's a judge there. Interesting. So I hope you are ready for tomorrow's case. Get ready for it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.